Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit. Well, as the Steam sale drags on, more and more games mysteriously appear on one's account, and then one has to wonder, why? Why do I own these games, and when on earth am I ever going to get the chance to play them? It's funny because, honestly, the Steam sales got less and less about that, and this series is more about remembering the past couple of years whereby there would be hundreds of deals randomly displayed in a massive list every day, and we just buy the stuff that looked cheap. Stuff like Alpha Prime, for instance. Good God, Alpha Prime. It's alright, it got a update back in 2008 where it went down to $9.99. I'm pretty sure I paid about 60 pence for that. Possibly even less. Alterneva. I don't even know what that is, or why I own it. That's incredibly confusing to me. I mean, hell, I could just scroll down this and find all sorts of games that I own for no real apparent reason whatsoever. It's bullet candy. I mean, I don't even know where that came from. Why did I buy it? Seems like some kind of knock-up of Geometry Wars as far as I can tell. And the list goes on and on, honestly. But I'm going to try and find something a little bit obscure. And there is one thing that I do remember. Like, it was years ago. There was a game that had a particularly weird description. And it was, I believe, this game right here, Pound of Ground. And Pound of Ground is a pretty bad name for a game to begin with, honestly. It's fairly horrendous. But what really got me was its weird description. If we go to the Game Hub right here, we can visit the store page and see what's actually going on. Wow, it seems like even the Game Hub is bugged out here. Is there a developer? Developed by Centauri Productions, published by Bohemia Interactive. And if I recall correctly, there was some weird stuff. Yes, here it is. Pound of Ground, story-driven crazy shoot-'em-up with red car and lots of zombies. The game combines action elements, a wide range of advanced weapons, fights with various bosses, and spectacular endless battles with the crowds of the undead, with a gripping story full of unexpected disclosures and peculiar characters. Story-driven crazy shoot-'em-up with red car and lots of zombies. What a pitch that is. Looking at the screenshots, I'm not really sure what on earth's going on there, because they all appear to be too dark. Ooh, wow, lightning effects and so on and so forth. You know what? I'm really curious now. I have to know. I have to know about this game with red car and crowds of zombies. I must. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time, I believe, to ask the question, why do I own a Pound of Ground? Now, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pound of Ground. Got it all configured up. This is apparently the highest texture quality it goes to. It's really odd looking, to say the least. I mean, this is a fairly old game, all credit to them. It's a good few years old, at least, so I don't exactly expect the world from it, but we shall see, shall we not? You know, I was actually kind of surprised. The options menu's fairly detailed, as you can see here. We can go to 150% of visible distance. Not really sure how that works out, but hey, we'll go with it. It's all cranked up to the best it will go. So let us begin, shall we not? Run the game with the lower difficulty. Oh, no. Well, I pressed no, so I assume it didn't do that.
Ow! Damn the lights. Private Illuminator, turn the damn thing on or I'll degrade you. Damn greenhorns. They have no respect. Ha! Good morning. My name is General Julio Fernandez. I'm glad to see so many of you here today. Get ready, then. Today, I have a theme. Picture number 1, please. I'm sure you recognize Snake City. So did I. This is where it all took place. And you'll be the first people in the world who will learn how it really happened. It all began here, near the square.
Can we find out what happened to your nose? Also those weird eyes?
An ordinary day. Usual street life of a normal city somewhere in the Middle West.
And...
But then, that thing appeared. The monster. They captured it by chance, on the right side of the picture.
Is he Mexican or from Transylvania? Because the monster, nah!
I repeat, on the right side of the picture.
It's a wonderful slapstick going on right here. Because, you know, naturally you would censor a military briefing.
Yes, terrible. It would have been terrible had the monster been alone. But it wasn't.
So, it's a bunch of zombies versus the Despicable Me guy. Alright.
Under monsters and a defenseless city at their mercy. Defenseless? Maybe not quite defenseless. You don't know that it wasn't the army that almost saved Snake City, do you? No, neither helicopters or tanks or a special unit. It was a special weapon. This weapon. That's him. That's the one who almost brought the affairs to a happy end. The monsters came from hell, and he's the only one who knows what to do. He takes the weapon and sets out to fight them.
In fact, I don't have a clue.
Well, I've learned nothing.
Come for blow, you godless beast!
Dear God, he's the fastest runner in existence.
Stop! This is where it actually started. A forlorn farm. Its location unknown. That big stubby thing is Major. That is Johnny Major. Originally the local fat cat. Then a homeless man. Then a rich man again. And now, once again, a home. Well, let's not go too fast.
Oh, please, no, slow down.
Here we have a unique opportunity to see his first encounter with the deadly creatures. Without a weapon, by the way. For he's a real man.
Fucking random zooms everywhere.
Luckily, the hero's never on his own.
Come on for a blow, you godless beast!
A forlorn farm. Its location unknown. Yet there is someone around. Well built, joyful.
How do you typo the same word twice in 2 minutes, in 2 different ways?
One major. One farmer with a shotgun. A handful of zombified citizens. The result, a massacre. But we'll leave that up to our heroes, won't we?
Alright, let us begin, shall we? Oh dear. Alright, WAS... Come on, okay, we get the idea. I only moved 2 steps. Bring the zombies under the farmer's gun.
I'm here! In the house! You can't beat them with bare hands! Bring them here to my window! I'm gonna shoot them!
Okay, I get the idea, you obnoxious little bastard. So I seriously have to stand around here and wait for the zombies to come? Or go find them myself? Oh no, the zombie is coming! I can backtrack at 3 times the speed they can move. Truly, this is threatening. And they drop cash! Because that's the American way. Well, until I actually get some combat, it's going to be difficult for me to figure out whether this game's actually any good, but I'm leaning towards probably not. Oh, they're also indecisive zombies that give up very, very easily, it would appear. Where's the last one? I see red stuff on the map. Oh, he's in the cabbages. Of course. Where else would he be? There we go. Problem solved.
There's more of them coming! You're doing well, boy! An evil look ain't gonna hurt them, but it'll definitely attract their attention. Yeah, drag them to me. I'll show them how God invented the strainer. Come on! Do you think somebody here can
What?
I ain't, that's for sure. And don't
He's still talking!
you think that'll impress me? I don't have glasses anyway! Monsters.
Inexplicably much quieter. Oh man. So what we've got is the animation continuing regardless of the fact that he stopped talking. Oh, well, you have to do this crap again? This is not a tutorial. Like, this better not be the entire game. Come on. Slowest reloader in friggin' history. Kill the zombies, please. This is a pretty boring start to the game, I've got to say. Just hoping they can do better later on. I want this... Oh. Okay, the zombies get stuck in the terrain. Fine. Get over here. Come on. Anytime now. Thank you. I will collect these coins for no good reason. At least the music's sort of amusing. Almost reminds me of the music in... What the hell's the name of that game? I can't remember, actually. Some other zombie game. I played too many.
You really are Dasher. Wait, I'll go and make eyes at you. My eyes.
What?
Even though there's lots of those monster
This doesn't even make any sense. All you're doing is making stuff up. This isn't real dialogue. You have no grasp of the English language at all. Right. Press M to display the whole map. Right, wonderful. Talk to the farmer. Thank you.
Woo, that was a ride, pretty boy. I'm telling you, a murderous duet. The beautiful farmer, and you are Major, aren't you?
Major. Johnny Major.
Nice to meet you. I'm Farmer, local farmer. And what you see around is what's left of my assistants, godless beasts. Probably took you by surprise how they jumped at you, didn't it? Bony bastards. I told to try and attack, and that I was angry and armed with a shotgun. So they tried. Thanks for passing by, Dapper. You coming from the desert?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really know. Darkness. And then I stand here and a voice tells me I'm a hero and that there are zombies here and I have to do something about it. So I did.
I see. Maybe I don't, but that don't make any difference anyway. Hey, it's strange that you're coming from the desert and you aren't bone, skin, and teeth like the others. Either your immunity's strong or that's the way out. That or the other. But
immunity. Immunity to what? The desert? It's a freaking desert. You can't be immune to a desert.
Tear me to pieces, but on top of that, they stole my material. 7 things and 7 geese. That ate the geese, but the things lying around here. In the meantime, I'll devise a plan.
Does your plan involve your hair clipping through your body? Because that's some kind of strange superpower with very situational usefulness. Alright. I have a baseball bat. How convenient. Great, we get to fight something now. Oh, and a fetch quest! That's just yeah, that's brilliant. Just what I always wanted. Yeah, let's send me out there with a baseball bat rather than the farmer who had the sodding shotgun. That sounds like a wonderful idea. And zombies are gonna pop out and I'm gonna hit them with the baseball bat. Kinda like this, I guess. As you can see. What is that thing? A tire, of course. I'm just gonna put it in my back pocket. What else would I do? With the baseball bat, the right mouse button is used to defend against the vermin that's in front of you. I love how they just call them the vermin. That's rather elitist, is it not? Could they not be somehow integrated into society as some kind of lower working class? Just hit the thing. Ah, great. Okay, so I guess I can hit it. Did that actually hit it? I think I just kind of waved it in front of him and he surrendered. I guess you can intimidate zombies or the vermin, just like anyone else. It would be much funnier if they were just called the heretics. That would be much, much better. We could go on some kind of pseudo-religious rampage. Here you go. If you make zombie flight long way, you will get extra treasure. Also, I think they misspelled the name of the main character, like, twice. That's really quite wonderful. Extra treasure. You know, that's kind of, you know, I'm not going to dispute that that's actually kind of fun. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever in terms of the game mechanics, but it's a fun little part, you know. I abide by rule of cool, where possible. Being able to... What the... Came out of bloody nowhere. There we go. Unfortunately, I have a feeling he's going to repeat the same phrase. Yes, he is. Over and over and over again. This is the problem when you put in a neat little gimmicky game mechanic. It gets very old very quickly. Alright, well, I can't gain access to that area as of yet, as far as I can tell. Doesn't seem to be an easy way. I don't think I can jump either. It hasn't told me how. And hitting space doesn't work, unless there's a way through here, which actually there very well might be. Okay. Home run! Oh, well, you know, that's a very cruel thing to do when you design your video game. Make the most effective attack you have also the most annoying. Oh, is that what they think risk-reward is? I guess they do. Well, you can insta-kill the zombie, that's totally fine, but unfortunately, we will reward you with the same piece of voice acting over and over and over again if you choose to use this effective attack. Also, we are bastards. Enjoy pound of ground. Alright, come on, come on.
Smash your head in.
Oh, a different piece of voice acting. I guess that's only because I knocked it about 7 meters or something. Alright, so this is the hand-in location. I guess I should probably just go and collect everything before I go back and talk to her. Where did she go, anyway? Alright, there she is. Let's see what she's got to say for herself.
Well, do you have it? You don't. Perhaps you need a boost. Drink this to courage, Dasher. I milked it myself. From Mary over there. And now go. I need all 7 things. 7 pieces. That's 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. Now run, Dasher!
I'm not a bloody reindeer, woman. Also, did you give me an item or not? Answer is no. No, she didn't. Misleading little bastard. Alright. I will collect the 7 items in the hope that collecting 7 items somehow makes this game interesting. I have a feeling it's going to build a car of some description. My hope is that when I get to the car, the game will become significantly better. As you can see, the game has some very... I mean, for one thing, I'm just wondering what's casting the shadow exactly. There doesn't appear to actually be a sun in the sky, so that's very curious. I mean, looking at it, it seems like the sun would have to be directly above me. It is possible there's a sun in the sky, and I just flat out can't see it. Okay, this one won't die. There we go. Because I can't actually pan all the way up. It actually stops you about there, so maybe there is a sun. There you go, have some of that. I would definitely prefer firearms at this stage. Can I beat this up? No, but it is rather dusty and unfortunate. Alright, let's head around the side. You know, so far, the only thing I'm really enjoying about this game is probably the soundtrack. The soundtrack's actually alright. It's got some pretty reasonable cuts and mixes of genres going on, you know. It's got the whole butt rock thing, a little bit of metal every now and again, and this strange kind of coffee shop jazz fusion thing. Just sit down. There we go. And... nope. Alright, it's dealt with somehow. Oh, I'm not going through there. This is more maze gameplay, honestly. Because you can't jump for some godforsaken reason, it's more of a case of trying to navigate your way around. Is that a gourd? I'm pretty sure she doesn't need a bloody gourd, especially not one made out of what appears to be snake skin. That is not useful in the zombie apocalypse. This is clearly what they've all been doing wrong up to this point. Why does everyone die at the end of the zombie movie? Oh, because they don't have access to a snakeskin gourd. Clearly, the anathema of most zombie creatures. What on the hell is that? I don't know. Oh, wow, that's blocking? Dear Lord. Yeah, blocking doesn't actually seem to be remotely useful at the moment, since it's so easy to actually kite your way around the zombies, and then just hit them over and over again. There we go. Smack, smack, smack. You know, honestly, it's not even worth kind of holding it in order to smack them with that. Just smack them a few times, get them down on the ground, and then finish them off, rather than preparing like that. Although, you know, it's still kind of amusing to knock the zombies around. Although they... oh! Of course, the second snakeskin gourd, used in combination with the first to summon horrible demons of zombie killing. Also, you move very, very slowly while going up a hill. You know, it could just have this vehicle and drive around in that. That would make more sense. It's weird how only some of the obstacles and objects in the world can actually be controlled. I wonder if there's any point whatsoever, other than to demonstrate a rather odd physics-based system. Oh well. Up the hill we go. Some might say, oh, but you're just nitpicking. Well, there's really nothing else to actually commentate on right now. The game has a very slow start, let's just put it that way, which is certainly very, very unfortunate when the start is not exactly what I call inspired. Well, there's another tire, so we can put together the Gourdmobile. Are you done? Oh, more zombies, yay. I don't even know why I'm actually engaging them. I guess to get cash, but running past the zombies is actually frightfully easy. Plus, they seem to give up after about 3 feet. Ah, yes, and of course, the broken barrel. All of this really useful property. Oh, what are we going to bring back? Yeah, a couple of gourds, broken barrel, a couple of tires. You know that perfectly functional vehicle that's over there and could very easily allow us to escape this hellhole? Ah, now we're just going to leave that alone. It doesn't seem like it's all that useful right now. When does the game begin? That's what I have to wonder. I think that if you design a game that starts with a bunch of hideously boring fetch quests, then the chances are you're not in for a particularly good time. Oh my. Alright, here. Have this stuff.
Great performance, of course. Of course. Now that I have my material, I know who to get out. Look, this is what's to blame for everything. I don't know its name, but I call it the machine that makes green muck. And the green muck turns people into green monsters. I don't know much more right now. All I know is that it mustn't stand there. It mustn't. I concocted a bit of explosive for you. Go to the thing and blow it all up. It's right behind that hill over there. Yeah, and should things go real bad, here's something to boost your health.
That's a great idea. You know who could have done it without waiting for me, though? Yes, that would be you, the woman with the shotgun. Yes, the shotgun and the ability to craft explosives. Utilizing what appears to be a couple of tires, a couple of snakeskin gourds, and a broken barrel. For whatever obvious reason. I assume it's in this direction. Yes, it is all the way over there. Alright. Destroy the fog generator. Alright, yes. I don't think I've actually taken a single piece of damage yet, so all of these medical kits that I'm getting are a complete waste of time. It's very, very easy to avoid the zombies. I assume there's probably some different kind of enemy later on in the game, but I've yet to encounter it. You know, I've also got to wonder why, you know, what's the purpose of making me run this far? What am I going to encounter? A bunch of zombies that I can outrun in every situation. So why not just make it closer? Oh, hey, yeah, this is fun. I'm holding W. Want to hold W, I'd play Dear Esther again. I use the term play loosely. And this is, hopefully, a little bit of kind of analysis of what not to do when you start your games. Pacing is so important in games, and if you've got about half an hour of doing nothing remotely interesting as part of your tutorial, I mean, you haven't taught me anything here, right? Hit zombie with baseball bat, zombie dies. This is not new information. This is something that you inherently know as a gamer. So you don't really need to teach them that at all. And, you know, this lame combat system, which really consists of nothing but hitting the same button over and over again, that doesn't really require an awful lot of effort to learn. So, surely you want something cool and exciting happening. You know, where's my firearms? Where are my guns? Oh yes, of course, I have no ability to jump whatsoever, so what I'm probably going to have to do now is... What the hell? Why am I taking damage for no apparent reason? I guess it's that goop or whatever, which is mysteriously coming from this direction, not from the bloody generator. Oh, what the hell's going on there? Alright, F is to use medical kit. At least I've actually taken some damage now. I know, that's a new and wonderful thing that's keeping me interested in the game. Come on. Oh, fighting zombies is so boring in this game. It's very, very hard to do that. It really is. It takes a serious degree of screwing up to make killing zombies boring. But this game has managed it because it has a weak-ass melee combat system. You're just flailing away, clicking the same button over and over again. The defense button is absolutely useless. It really, really is. Oh, you want something even better? The frame rate just horribly tanked when I went in this area. We were running at about 400 frames per second. This area, more like 32. I don't know why. There's something weird and wrong with the particle effects or something. Oh, what the hell's going on there? Oh, God, great. Now I've got to fight a bunch of zombies, because these guys, for some reason, don't even bother. It's alright, I can just strafe backwards, kind of flailing away, and I won't take any damage, it would appear, so that should be fine. Not that this is remotely interesting. Oh, great, I got myself back into a corner. No, wait, I'm getting out. It's okay. Just after the previous one, horrify even the dead. They drop more coins. That's not even a real word. Count is not a real word. You just made that up. Oh, God damn. It's a slightly more boring version of Diablo 3. Come on. Are we quite finished? Thank you. You're supposed to make killing hordes of zombies fun. Now, if you're claiming that that's, you know, that was a selling point, bear in mind. Do you remember back to the description that I said? Yeah, I hope you do. Hordes, crowds of zombies even. Yeah, I don't want crowds of zombies, because killing them all is really boring, and the more zombies there are on the screen, the less interesting the game becomes. How do you muck that up? That takes a serious amount of effort and dedication to screwing something like that up. It's okay, I can get really close to the machine without taking any damage, but if I go near the edge of the level, I'll take damage for no apparent reason. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. You're just bitching about the game. That's the whole point of the series, damn it. What's with this weird jazz fusion going on? You know what we really could use right now? Saxophone. That clearly is exactly what we need to set the mood for the Zombie Slayer-thon. Just a little bit of weird, discordant... What key is this even in? Jeez. There's some samba in there. Let's really go crazy. Can I set the explosives? Yes, I can. Cue the cutscene. Does this introduce something interesting? Well, that's where all their production budget went.
Here we see in detail what happens when an angry hero blows up a fog-making machine. The machine breaks into pieces and the fog disappears.
Oh, really? Who could have foreseen that outcome?
And as if that wasn't enough, a magical carriage appears. A way out?
Thank God we have the car. Surely now it will get interesting.
Go to Snake City, hero! You're the only hope for that damn city! And stop by again. Write to me.
Are we quite finished? No, still gonna deal with this bloody zombie. Go away, you... Alright, please, for the love of God, tell me the driving redeems this game somehow. Please. Alright, pretty standard. Nothing remotely unusual about this. This is where the game becomes a really good version of Brutal Legend, right? Right, guys? Oh dear. Achievement unlocked. Done something the game requires you to do anyway. Behold the wonderful open world nature of this video game. And the handling is totally weird. What the hell? So, the car kind of slides around randomly when you're trying to turn it. And slows down for no apparent reason. I'm not sure if you can actually get up ahead of speed on this thing. Avoiding anything is very tricky since, you know, I've used the term handles like a block of steel on a ski a little bit too much. So allow me to restructure the point. Allow me to reuse the phrase with a slightly different variation. Perhaps it handles like a breeze block on a pat of butter. That sounds about right. That would actually be a pretty accurate description. The car lurches around for no apparent reason when you try and actually turn the thing. I'm not entirely convinced that I'm moving at the speed that it claims, either. Running over zombies in the car sounds like a very amusing thing indeed. I mean, in theory, if you're gonna have a zombie game and you've got a car, then in theory you also want the zombies to kind of come apart, right? You splatter them all over the place. Bit of Carmageddon styling going on. You know, that would be good. That would be fun, but unfortunately the game has nothing of the sort. Ah, yes, wonderful repair kit for the car that's taken 0 damage whatsoever. That should be totally reasonable. So, we've been playing for about 20 minutes now, and the game has yet to present a single interesting thing at all. That's a little bit disturbing, is it not? Yeah, it's very, very disturbing indeed. I mean, this is the kind of game that, in theory, could be fun. Yeah? Think about it for a second. Let's break down what the game actually offers. It's a zombie killing game, whereby you have a car, and you can kind of drive around. What? How the hell? I don't even... No, there's no good explanation for that. You drive around running over zombies and doing quests and things like that. You could maybe upgrade your weapons. Maybe there's some kind of economy. I mean, there must be. I'm gathering dollars. Each zombie has $1 in its pocket for no apparent reason. You know, that could potentially be fun. GTA with zombies. Think about that. You know, that's a decent plan. That's a decent idea for a video game. But when your first half an hour is absolutely uninspired in every frickin' way, the combat is nothing short of snorefesty. That's not even a real word, but quite frankly, this game doesn't have any real words in it either, so I'm totally fine with that. Is my car taking damage from hitting zombies? Really? I think it is, you know. That's terrible. The hell's the point in running zombies over in your car if your car's gonna break after you prod 5 of the bloody things? Not to mention you have awful characters, really, really bad animation. The driving mechanics are nothing short of abysmal in every way. The car's got to handle in a fun manner, right? It must, because otherwise what's the point in driving around the place? Like, I want a car that either does really wicked power slides or handles in a responsive way. In this game, it does neither of those things. It really does not, at all. It gets up a reasonable feeling of speed right here. You know, that's okay. Not to mention the fact, oh, you want to do a jump? Then you're going to lose half your health, because we're going to punish you for doing fun stuff. That's a bright idea. Oh, yeah, great. Get out of the car. Yeah, the only mildly fun part of the entire game, and now I don't get to do it. Confronted by some rusty wrought iron gates. How on earth will I manage to make my way through there? I still don't have a gun. Can I stop playing yet? Please? Oh no, it's a 7-foot-high wall. If only I had the ability to reach up and grab it. God damn it. Why did I get this? Why? This is beyond terrible. It really, really is. Thankfully, there are inexplicably functional electronic signs here. Like, yeah, this is the way to go to unlock the fence. I guess. Let's show off our physics system! This is not showing off the physics system as much as it is kind of parading it naked in an adult diaper in front of us and expecting approval. Good lord. Come on. Please, just... Can I not have a decent video game? Is it too much to ask? Apparently so. I just can't. I'm sorry, I can't. This is a first impressions, and my first impressions is this is a frickin' waste of time. It has no redeeming points whatsoever. And every now and again, we get a bunch of people turning around and saying, it's unfair to judge a game based on the first half an hour. And I will always tell them, no, it frickin' isn't, because time is valuable. Time is precious. If your game doesn't get going in the first half an hour, then you better have a damn good reason for it. Like, you better be a grand strategy. You better be Europa Universalis or Crusader Kings or Hearts of Iron. You better be something like that. Because at least you know in games like that the first half an hour is going to be learning and trying to decipher the ridiculous interface and things like that. And that eventually, at some point down the line, you're going to get a payoff for that. You're not going to be bored to tears by terrible everything. In a zombie action game, screwing up the first half an hour is absolutely and totally unforgivable. It's a really hard genre to screw up. Honestly, killing zombies is pretty much fun in most games. You can say whatever you like about the game, and usually, even if it's a terrible video game, you're going to turn around and say, but it's okay, because at least killing the zombies was kind of fun, right? And, you know, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. But in this case, they managed to make even that boring. Over half an hour into the game, I still haven't encountered a single firearm or weapon. It seems like the only mildly fun part of the game has just blocked me off. I guess maybe I can go to the other side, which is what this game seems to be all about. Navigate this unnecessary maze because we've handicapped your character for no good reason whatsoever. Padding! Oh, that's the game in a nutshell. Screw this horrible thing. Oh, God. I will see you next time.